Welcome back, my creative friends. Today, I thought we would do something a little different. So, today we're going to be working on a 2D needle felted mushroom design that you could virtually put on anything. You could make it as a patch for some clothes, or what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to make me a tote. And I'm going to put these mushrooms on the tote. Aside from making a tote bag like I'm going to be doing, you could just do it as a standalone little 2D piece that you want to frame. I would describe this project as a mixed media because we will be sewing and using thread and fabrics and different types of materials other than wool. As I've told many of you in the past, I absolutely adore mushrooms. And yes, I often 2D felt mushrooms a lot. Ignoring the fact that I am kind of biased because I love mushrooms, I do think that they are also very beginner friendly. And yes, I think they're super fun, but beginner friendly. You will notice I am not being super particular right now. I'm just adding a little blob of wool here and there and felting it on there, just getting it down. It is very important to make sure that you pull your piece off of your foam ever so often so it doesn't get needle felted into the foam. The two fabric pieces were chosen to and cut out to be made to look like hills in a forest. Now is where we start to add just a few details like outlining the mushroom shape and adding different colors to the mushrooms that will give the mushroom more depth and texture. For example, I'm using this piece of orange to kind of give the top of the mushroom more of a highlighted view, like the light is hitting it. And then you will see me switch to darker pieces to kind of add some shadow. As we are working, you can kind of see how those darker pieces and the lighter pieces are adding more of a shadowy effect, or the light hitting here. I kind of like that. I do that often on my 2D pieces. I like shadows and light contrasts a lot. It's definitely a great way to make your 2D felted pieces not look flat. Okay, don't fret when you get to the gills. I mean, mushroom gills are like horrible. They I don't know why, but they're always problematic. No matter what you do, whether you're felting them, sewing them in 3D, 2D, yeah, they're always a problem. But just do the best you can and get through it. If you like it, that's great. That's the goal, if you like it. I'm not even sure if that's what you call them. Are they called gills? I don't know. I should have looked that up before I put it on out there, right? And whatever these little things are that are on these mushrooms, yeah, I don't know what those are called either. They're a little fiddly too, but you can do it and you can get through it. I am not trying to be super precise. I am just getting it down and kind of going with the flow. I am not really certain why I love this part, but you know, at the bottom of mushrooms where they have the dirt kind of coming up the stem, I don't know why, but I really like that. So at this point, I'm really starting to groove and have fun with this mushroom. I think one reason why I like this part is because I'm taking little bitty wisps of wool and it makes a big impact. Just the smallest, tiniest things can make such a difference in the look of anything that you do. Also very enjoyable adding the little white dots. Me being picky about my dots, I decided some of them needed to be a little bit bigger. More fun shading. Okay, another super fun part. Now we need to fill out our forest. We've finished our mushrooms and now it's time to use locks. I love locks. These are blue-face border leaster locks, or often referred to as BFL locks. Now see how super fun and easy to create this little forest scene that we have going on here? Just checking to see if I needed to fill out any more. And for anyone who's new, or you just really love mushrooms and you missed another video where we did a simple 2D mushroom felt, we added a mushroom scene onto a hoodie. And I will, at the end of this video, put the video for that. So all you have to do is just click on it and you can watch that. I would like to know if in the future, if y'all would like to see some wool painting. For the way that I do it, it's a bit of a combination of placing wool down and also needle felting. If you would like to see a video about that, please let me know down in the comments, or if you hate the idea, whatever, just let me know. Now look how fun that was. Isn't that just adorable? I just love it. And don't tell me that yours isn't adorable too, because I already know that it is. We're going to skip on to the mixed media part where we add the fabric and all the embellishments. And for those of you who do not own a sewing machine, don't fret. I hand sew almost everything. To be fair, I'm actually a little intimidated by my sewing machine at times. But yeah, just hand sew yourself a tote. These are the tote pieces that I put together. Okay, so I'm excited. Yes. I now have a mushroom tote to go with my mushroom hoodie, which I will add that video at the end. I hope you all are inspired to make some mushrooms yourself. Thanks so much. Until next time.